important part of the Mamba mentality?
Well, man, because I think the greatest fear that we face is ourselves. It's not anything that's external or anything that's superficial. I think the greatest fear you face is yourself, because we all have dreams, and it's very scary sometimes to accept the dream that you have. And it's scarier still to say, okay, I want that. It's scary because...
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's RealKeithAllen, and this is Real Estate Talk. Today we're going to talk about mentality and mindset. And respect to the late, great Kobe Bryant. Pay respect to him. He was all about mentality. We all know it's called Mamba Mentality. So we're going to talk about mentality and mindset. So real quick, no matter what you do in life, no matter what it is, if your mindset is not right, it'll never work. Can't be successful without the mindset right. No matter how much money you get, how much money you lose, no matter what, if the mindset is not right, you'll never be able to be successful in life. So why is that? So your mind is the foundation of everything you do, good and bad. So what does that mean? No matter what you do, no matter what you feed your mind, good or bad, you become. If you feed your mind positive thoughts, positive things happen. If you feed your mind negative thoughts, negative things happen. It's the most unbiased thing that you can have, good or bad. So you can decide to use it with you or against you. And you make a decision. So now let's talk about the mindset and mentality when it comes to buying real estate. This is what's about real estate talk. The poverty mindset tells you not to buy real estate. Tells you to pay maybe rent, and this is not a thing about renting and owning, because to be honest, sometimes it's good to rent. So this is not about that. This is about the mentality and the mindset and what the successful mind does and what the unsuccessful mind does. Let's talk about some reasons why people may not buy property, right? And we'll talk about and we'll dissect why is that mindset and mentality. So let's think. Your grandmother, her whole life, she's been renting. She had your mom. Her whole life, she's been renting. You come. Your whole life, you're most likely going to be renting unless you seek the knowledge. That's what mindset is. Mentality and mindset is, okay, somebody gave me something, but I need to seek the knowledge to know if that was right for me. It doesn't have to be good or bad. It can help you or it can harm you. The way you decide that is by seeking if that works for me. So when I say lack of knowledge, let's go back to your grandmother. Most likely your grandmother may not have bought property. It's not because she didn't want to, it's probably because she didn't know how. She didn't have the knowledge. She probably thought it was more expensive than what it was, and for sure it wasn't expensive as it is then as it is now. So she probably just didn't have the knowledge. So how could she give your mom the knowledge? She can't give your mom knowledge because she can't give your mom something that she doesn't have. How can your mom give you the knowledge? It keeps going as a domino effect. And before you know it, it's generations of people who decided not to buy the property, not because they didn't want to, it's because they didn't have the knowledge to know how. Now let's talk about poverty. Poverty is nothing but two things. It's a word and it's a mindset. It doesn't even exist if you don't want it to. Poverty has nothing to do with rich or poor. It has nothing to do with how much money you have in your pocket. It has everything to do with how you think, how you see things. If you have a poverty mindset, you're gonna believe you can't do something. If you have a poverty mindset, you're gonna believe I'm supposed to be here. If you have a poverty mindset, you're gonna believe this is just the cards that was dealt. They may be the cards you were dealt, but if you got dealt some cards and they weren't the most favorable cards, just pay the debt. It may come out in your favor. And another reason why a lot of us don't buy property is our people. And I'm talking about my people again. I'm just gonna be honest, some of us were just lazy. And it's just being real. It's more of a responsibility to own a home than to rent a home. So some of us, we'd rather give somebody else the responsibility of owning the home and you pay them and make them richer than them taking on the responsibility on themselves. That's a poverty mindset. Here's the thing, I get it. As black people, as our people, we've been taken from so much, we forgot that we were kings. No, scratch that. We forgot that we are kings and queens. I'm sorry, don't forget about the ladies. We've been taken from so much, we forgot that it's our birthright to own property, to give property down to our next generation. It's all about legacy. We forgot those things. We've been taken from so much. So I get it, but that's not an excuse. We don't have to be exception, we can be the rule. So yeah, guys, that's all for this episode of Real Estate Talk. My name is Keith Allen. Peace to community.